ahead and get started and introduce these lovely ladies. A lot of you guys probably know them or have seen their names around. I'm super excited to be chatting with them this evening about the success that they have seen recently. So this is Karen and Cathy. They have both sponsored new consultants. Karen with 2 in her first 60 days of business. So I was just talking to Karen when she got in. Y'all, she is a brand new consultant that joined our business mid-February. February 11th. And she already has 2 new consultants on her team. And then Cathy, of course, was with us in the fall to share about her sponsoring tips and tricks, as she's a sponsor as well. And both of them have beauty breaks booked in our challenge. So this is where we're at. These 2 lovely ladies that I'm hoping can share their perspective on, Karen, how she got started and how she offered the opportunity. As Karen was actually, both of you, or maybe it was just Cathy, were Thrivers. So our new business training Thrive, and we kind of trained on that sales cycle plus upgrade to where we really want to make sure we're offering the opportunity to our customers, specifically our TLCs, right? Because our TLCs are loyal customers and they make the best consultants. So I want to kick it off, and we are going to talk about sponsoring, but I first kind of want to start by beauty breaks, because we know we have this fabulous beauty break challenge going on all the way through May 31st. And it's really kind of presented as a challenge to you guys to get back in person and get some product on people's faces. I hope that you guys were supported with booking those beauty breaks through Gary and I's presentation with the spring trends. Gary did a fabulous job pulling those together. And obviously that sale is now over, but we had those different looks on sale. But still, with booking these parties, those looks are a fabulous way to get people over to your house, get them on people's faces, and lots of other different ideas as well. So, we are nearly about at 50 beauty breaks booked so far. So you and your customers can earn beauty points for bookings and holding parties, along with all of the other hostess perks. And then there's a consultant competition, and you can be competing for AirPods or Beats headphones. So really, really exciting. You could do it in person. You could do it virtual, just kind of filling you guys in here in case you don't know. But we're partying like it's pre-COVID. Okay, because we want to get this product on people's faces back in person and have some fun. And you guys might have seen in the Truora Consultant Facebook page, we did a poll. And I was curious about what your driving factor was when you're talking to potential customers, or when you're talking to your customers about beauty breaks and trying to get them booked. What is that big driving factor? Whether it is Mother's Day selling and specials, Gary's trends, the hostess rewards, or our TRC program where they can earn points. So I guess I want to start with kind of how you are approaching booking beauty breaks. I know both of you have booked beauty breaks, but hopefully you're going to book some more. So let's say you're going to approach someone. What are you going to start that conversation with? Which of those things? Hostess, TRC, Gary's trends, or all of the specials we have going on? Cathy, we'll go ahead and start with you. What's your driving factor when you're bringing these up?
Well, for the most part, I booked one today, and I reached out to this customer. She's one of my TLCs. I reached out to her because I know that every time her TLC rolls around, or if she needs something in between those times, she's always very money conscious of what she can get.
Okay.
So I just said, hey, this is a way for you to earn some credit or discount on products. I shared with her that the last party I had a few weeks ago was the smallest party that I've had yet. Yeah. And my hostess still got 3 items at 50% off. And so that was really impressive to her. And so she booked one today, because that's a big deal for her, is earning those credits or that discount. So that was how I approached her.
I love it.
Another thing that I do is when I have a party booked, I make a lot of times I make a video that goes out to all of the people that are on the hostess's list that she's invited. Yeah. I make a video and I say, hello, I'm Cathy. If you're seeing this and you've been invited to so-and-so's party, I said, I just want to give you a few ideas to be thinking about before you come. And one is how to make your hostess have a great party. And one of the things that I want you to be thinking about is, one, how you can purchase, like become a consultant and get a discount all the time, become a TLC or a retail customer. But then I also tell them, if you'll be thinking about this right now, if you book a party from her, that helps her to have a better party. It helps her get more credits. It helps her to get discounts on products. So be thinking about a time on your calendar when that might work for you. And then when you get to the party, we'll talk about it. So I nearly always already have one or two people who are going to book a party because they want to help their hostess have a good party.
Yeah, that's so important. And I think it brings up a really great point about making sure that you're adding guests beforehand, because that is making sure that you're getting their information. Those are prospects and leads that you can follow up with. But I love that also when you're talking about the most recent beauty break you booked, that speaks to just knowing your customers, right? You know who she is and how she's ordering and what kind of issues or her thought process that goes on before she places an order. So those are great, great tips when thinking about your beauty breaks. Number one, when you're approaching your current customers, what do you know about them and what are their needs at that time? And then also that piece of getting the guest information and sending out a video. I love that face to face. Here's who I am. Here's what we're doing. And you could even drop in, here are some specials that are going on, and here are some ways that you can support your hostess. So I think that's perfect touching on those hostess rewards and letting them know that they're supporting by placing an order.
I also send a couple of Gary's videos.
Love it.
Because nobody says it better than Gary.
Yes, always.
Why True Aura, what's different about us, and the skincare and the treatment video. And then I'll send the product catalog, and then I send the hostess rewards to the attendees so that they'll know if they sign up to have a party, this is what they can get. And
it's kind of like when you see that and you're approached with the hostess rewards and you know that you're going to be helping out your friend who's already a hostess, and also an opportunity for you, right, as a potential hostess to earn these rewards. Because yes, beauty breaks are a great thing to offer your current customers and to offer, those potential customers, but those leads who you're reaching out to who have expressed interest in booking, or not in booking, in buying a product, hosting a party or hosting a beauty break is a great way to start to earn that discount. So those are fabulous ideas. And then Karen, I know you have booked a beauty break as well. So out of those things, whether it's the specials or the trends or the hostess rewards, what are you kind of starting your conversation with when it comes to booking a beauty break?
For me, I think it's a whole different avenue because all the people, I don't have any customers. I have 3 TLCs. And so I'm trying to get people to know about the products. And so the beauty break is more in the fact of, let's get together and share this with their friends and get it on their hands for a hand facial or a hand facial or on the face. And I was talking to one of the ladies today that I've been corresponding through from the app, and I can see that she's going into the data, into the program and looking at everything. And so I called her and I said, let's do something in your office. She's a title person. And let's do something for the ladies in the office, and you can all try the products at the same time. And so I haven't gone into detail about all of the discounts and all of that, because it's so new to everybody that I know.
Yeah.
So again, I'm kind of going in a different direction of just the introduction of the core 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what that means.
But I think that's super helpful too. And it is similar to Cathy in the sense that you also know your customers or your potential customers, right? You're understanding that, hey, I'm just getting started in this. The people that I'm in touch with don't know what True Aura is. They don't know the products. And I think it's super important to know that everybody's in a different place in their business. And if you are just starting out or you're just re-engaging in your business, approaching it as, hey, let's get together. Let's have a happy hour. Let's meet where you work. Let's meet wherever it is. And you can try out these products that I'm loving. I think that is a perfect way to bring up a beauty break, And then obviously the conversation about the rewards can come later, but I want to make sure,
And I'm doing kind of tea and me. That's how my first one got booked, because I do the teas. And so it's like, let's get together, have some tea, have a girls' time.
I love it. I love that. Everybody was, or not everybody, but I was talking to a couple about my Thrive members about the themes that they were picking. And I've heard masks and martinis, but I haven't heard tea and me. That is super, super cute. So I love all these fun little theme ideas for beauty breaks. Just an excuse to get all the girls together, try out the products, get the product on their face, because honestly, you get these products on people's faces. It's hard for them to say no because they speak for themselves. They're awesome. So I love that. I want to make sure we don't miss these. Lorraine asked, Cathy, how do you get the guest information? I cannot get hostesses to give me that information. So in this case, when you reached out to those people on the guest list, how did you get their contact?
I always ask my hostess to get it to me.
Okay.
So that's
like in order to set up the party.
I instill in her that that's important for her to have a great party. And the faster that she gets it to me, the more I can kind of coach them before they come to help her have a successful party and get her more product.
Okay. So it's kind of framed as if you want to maximize your rewards and take advantage of all the perks of the hostess rewards program, make sure you're giving me your guest information, and it's even fine to reassure them, like, I'm not going to bombard them with information, but I do want to make an introduction and make sure they know how they can support you so that you have the most successful party. I think that's great. So that's a great idea, Lorraine, to move forward when you're trying to book beauty breaks. And then Maria said, Cathy, do you send all of this, I'm assuming the video and Gary's video and stuff like that, in email or links in text, or how?
I have sent it in both. I just have recently set up a new email system, and I'm going to start utilizing it a whole lot more, but I do both text and email. And I even have messaged people on Facebook that are friends of my hostess.
Okay. All right. That's perfect. So there's lots of different ways to do it.
There's
and honestly, when you're sharing those resources from the Share app, it gives you those options right there. There's so many different ways that you can share. So that's super helpful. And I know I just kind of want to speak to everybody here in general about these beauty breaks. I think there have been some questions about how to ask. And sometimes when you sit and sit in the how and kind of get nervous about how am I going to do this, it gets harder and harder and harder. But I hope that listening to Cathy and Karen have given you guys a little bit of, just a little bit of confidence in the fact that these beauty breaks are simply you and your friends and their guests talking about your favorite products. That is all it is. It could be the skincare. It could be the treatments. It could be the makeup. Maybe you want to do a little makeup party. I don't know. I did a consult the other day. Her mom is a customer of mine and she's just starting to wear makeup and she wanted me to come put makeup on her skin. A great market to get into. I think I saw someone post the other day about prom makeup. So it doesn't have to be a big event that you kill yourself over planning, right? It's you getting together with your friends and their friends and talking about these products that you love. You can get it on their hands. You can get it on their faces. You could do their makeup. You might not even put a product on them. You might just talk about the product and our difference, how we're different. But I think a lot of the times we get a little bit nervous about how to do this. And it's important to remember that it's really, really low key. You don't need to make it difficult. Just those 10 magic words, that we did a training on. Would you like to book a beauty break with me? That's it. So hopefully that's what you guys got from Karen and Cathy. I know you guys are pros, and I'm sure by May 31st, I'll see some more events coming through from you guys. But we had an awesome Mom Deserves It All sale introduced today. So those are some options for some other products that you guys can get on your guests at your beauty breaks, or maybe a reason to reach out to someone else about a beauty break, right? And I did just want to kind of drop in there. I know I mentioned earlier, we're at 50-ish beauty breaks right now, and we have until May 31st. So I'm hoping you guys can help me out. I think it needs to be our goal that we hit 100 by that May 31st goal. So I'm hoping we can do that. You know what? I know we can do that. I'm confident we can do that. So if you have not asked, take this as your sign. We want to hit 100 beauty breaks. It's just as simple as, do you want to book a beauty break with me? That's it. So be thinking
can I say something to you?
Of course.
You said, okay, you have to ask. So I want to share one thing. Back when I first started with Drawer, I think it was July, the end of July, the 1st of August of 2021.
Yeah. Yeah.
2020.
2020. Okay.
And so come December, I think I had one customer because I had so much going on that it was crazy.
Yeah.
In January, I went from a consultant to gold before the end of January, but it was on January the 30th that I needed like $490, I think, to make gold. And a very wise man told me, if you don't ask for it, you won't get it.
Nope.
And so I had one day, and so I get in my Facebook group and I posted, where I was and what I needed, and I'm asking you if you need anything. Can you help me? I need this much money to get gold consultant, and it came that night, but it wouldn't have had I not asked. So, and he just instilled in me, you won't get it if you don't ask.
That's so true.
What you said a while ago is so vital.
Yes, absolutely, guys. And it can be daunting, but the moment you ask,
it's
all
over
of
with.
that goes away. It's over. And even if it's a no, I talked to, who was it? I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about, they kind of made it a game. They were like, let's see how many no's I can get, because then they were surprised by the yeses. They were like, I'm going to just message as many people as I can. Would you like to book a beauty break with me? And then it kind of became a game for them. So I think that's really, really good about how you frame your thinking. If you don't ask, you're never going to get a yes. And kind of make it a game, challenge yourself. I'm looking at this. I love this. If we each book one per week, that is 6 each by the end of May. Jill, that is such a good point, because one per week, y'all, that's not a lot. Reach out to one person you know every single day, or maybe even 2 people you know. You're bound to get one person who says yes. And 1 per week, that's 6 each by the end of May. And let's really, really see this thing grow. I love that. When you share the products you love, the words roll out. That's right, Nancy. I love that too, because so often people are looking for words to say. And the words that I'm giving you to say are, will you book a beauty break with me? Those are it. That's it. Because when you get together, I want it to be genuine and authentic, you talking to your friends and sharing the products you love. Because when you do, it really should come naturally, right? So I love that. Now I'm on fire with the beauty break. So we'll kind of circle back to that at the end. But I do want to touch on sponsoring a little bit. I know, Cathy, you were a Thriver, and we really, really focused on that Sales Cycle Plus upgrade and offering that upgrade. Now, it's not for everyone. But the idea is that we ask customers who know and love our products to enjoy all the benefits of becoming a consultant. So let's talk about people that you have talked to, or maybe people that you're thinking in your mind might be a good fit, and about what you said to them or what you plan on saying. So we'll start with you again, Cathy, keeping in mind that upgrade, just focusing on current customers. Do you have a customer in mind, and have an idea of how you might approach it?
I have a couple, and I spoke with another one today, and it's still all about savings.
Yeah.
The 2 years that we've been through, and people who have not been working, and the vast exodus from the workplace, everybody's wanting to be able to save money. And so that's always the biggie, is becoming a consultant.
Yeah.
To make either to have that bigger discount to buy for yourself, or to make a little on the side. Because once you start making a little on the side, then you're excited about that little bit, and you are more encouraged to make it grow by reaching out a little further and reaching out a little further. So that's more kind of what I've done with people that I know.
Yep. Absolutely. And I think that's so important too. And when we're talking about sponsoring and the people that we know, I think it really is important to think about who you are approaching, because like we said, it's not going to work for everyone. But thinking about those customers who are loyal and enjoy the product, that's a great place to start. So it's good when it helps you frame your conversation like that. And Now, I know, Karen, we've talked about how you are a brand new consultant yourself, and I'm super excited to hear from you because you have already sponsored two new consultants. So I'm curious about how that conversation went. So number one, who they are and what you said.
Well, the first one was, she's 25.
Uh-huh.
And I immediately thought of her because her mother is in remission from cancer.
Okay.
And I thought, what a perfect product for her to introduce to her mother.
Mhm.
And so she came over, she tried the product, and she had just been thinking about trying to get into skincare because she's 25. She didn't need skincare in her mind.
Right.
And so she really loved it. And so I went over all the benefits. She's also a teacher.
Okay.
And so I showed her the benefits of being a consultant versus a TLC. Being a customer wasn't even an option. I didn't even give that as an option.
Love it.
And so that's what she wanted to do.
That's so
And so I kind of handpicked her immediately. She was like the first person I thought of.
Yep.
Then my second lady is in the farmer's market, and she approached me about my skin, and I started talking to her about the products, and I said,
Yep.
you have a perfect venue here to be able to use the product, make some money, and it's what she wanted to do also.
That's
So
amazing. Yeah. And when you have someone that's approaching you about your skin, you know that they're going to be someone that is either the most loyal customer or someone who's amazing for the business. And I think you've gotten some really good training from your upline on starting at that mountaintop, right? And offering the opportunity first, and then the TLC program. And like you said, a retail customer wasn't even an option. So that is absolutely awesome. And then I did want to ask, when you're clearly promoted to bronze very, very quickly, and you have 3 new TLC customers. So I want to talk about how you got those TLC customers quickly. How did you do that? Are you utilizing the samples? What are you doing?
Well, I listened to everybody, and everybody says, don't give away free samples.
Yep.
And so I used the app, and I sent out for them to order samples.
Yeah.
But I know my friends, they're not going to spend $12 on something that they have no knowledge about.
Yeah.
I knew that. So I sent samples to them, knowing that they would use it and that they would love it.
Yeah.
And then I watched them get into the website, and they would get into the website 2 or 3 times. And so I just kind of gradually, let them do that. And they're seeing retail price when they get into the website. They really don't know what the loyalty program is. And so then I could contact them and say, I can save you 15% with this program. And then, because they wanted the core 4. They didn't want any, pieces of it.
Right.
And so again, I didn't really give them an opportunity to say that, oh, you can just buy one thing. It's the core 4, and you can get it at 15% off.
Yeah. And that's when you're going to get the best results. Here's how you get 15% off. Yeah. I love that. You're just giving them the option. And honestly, it's not like you're selling them on anything and kind of like pulling anything over them, right? You are literally just giving them what they're going to use and see the best results. They're getting the best deal at 15% off. So that is absolutely perfect. I love that. I want to ask you guys one more thing before I kind of close. Tonight we really kind of talked about that upgrade opportunity for your current customers. And we hit really hard on booking beauty breaks and how we can offer our customers and our potential customers the opportunity to be a hostess. So if you were going to be speaking to all of the consultants who are watching this video, what is your advice that you would give them for either booking a beauty break or for asking someone for that upgrade? What would you tell them to kind of just get them to ask and put everything aside? Cathy?
You asked me that question once before.
I know. That's exactly right. I have. I could probably tell you what you're going to say, but let's hear it again.
I said, just get over yourself.
That's right.
But you know what? I had to take my own advice. because after I said that before, a little bit further down the road, I realized that I was getting in my own way. And so I had to realize that, like you said, if they say no, if they're not saying no to me, they're saying no, it's, you know, maybe not right now. Maybe, you know, maybe this is just not the right time, but that wasn't a, you know, it wasn't an attack on me. Mm-hmm. So I had to get over myself and move on. But I gotta tell you something that I've done recently, you know, and I want to share this because it's really becoming a great tool for me. I started going on Facebook groups, things that I was interested in, and things that people might be in the group that's interested in clean products and healthy products and nutrition and just 50 plus, 60 plus, 66 or 67, you know, that age group, or, you know, right. You know, stay-at-home moms and whatever. But my last consultant that I signed up, and 2 or 3 new retail customers were just people that I've never met them. They were in a group. Wow. And don't go in to sell your product. I'm just going in to add, you know, something to the group, or to comment and be part of the group. But in that conversation and in that realm, I have made some friends that are interested in what I'm doing.
Similar interests, right?
On my private page now, or I have a public True Aura page also. And that's where my last consultant came from, was just from, and I probably spend 30 or 40 minutes a day just conversing on a few groups.
Yeah.
To be a part of and to add some connection to them. But I have gotten retail customers and consultants off of that. So I spend a few, like 30 or 40 minutes a day, just kind of, you know,
chatting,
hi and chatting and adding something of value. It's important to kind of add something of value, because it gives more
absolutely
you that you have something to offer. And so my last consultant came from.
I love that. And I think that's a really good challenge that she's going to kind of pose for you guys. Just get out there, whether it be in a Facebook group where you're kind of finding these people who have similar interests and are interested in the same thing as you guys, or somewhere else, but putting yourself out there and making that authentic connection. Because that's what we talk about with the sales cycle, right? We don't want to be salesy and cold calling people, but by spending 30 to 40 minutes a day connecting with other people who share the same interests as you and might be passionate about the same things as you, you're making potential connections with potential customers, right? And in your case, consultant and retail customers.
I put an order in last week for like $200, and it was just from a lady that I've never met her.
Right.
She's in one of the groups that I kind of chat with. And she adds a lot of value to the group, and so I try to add value to the group, and she's one of my dearest customers.
That's awesome. I do have a question from Maria about that. I have no luck with groups. Rules are strict on promoting yourself or messaging someone. How do you get around that?
You don't do it. You don't promote yourself. You don't promote your product. You just add value to the group. And then people will reach out to you to friend. They'll send you a friend request, or you can send them a friend request. You don't promote yourself. You don't promote your product.
Yeah.
In the group. You just add value to it. Shows you have something to to offer.
You have a solution.
Yeah.
So
you're not in there to be spammy. You're just in there to add something of importance, or to add something of value to the conversations that are going on.
I love it. So you're probably not posting your link for them to buy on that group. You are looking at the threads of conversation, engaging in the conversation, and offering them a solution, right? And then a lot of the times I see in groups that I'm in on Facebook, someone will be like, hey, can I message you? And then that's a perfect opportunity. And they'll like slide in your DMs or send you a friend request, right? So it sounds like you're doing it right in the sense that it's really authentic. It's not you posting, hey, buy this, or, promoting yourself. It really is you having a two-sided conversation, adding value, and offering a solution. So that sounds like a great idea. And maybe you can approach it that way, Maria, and you might have a little bit more luck, but keep us updated. I love that you're already trying that, Maria. Maybe we just have to kind of shift how we approach it, but I love that. That is awesome advice, Cathy. And now, Miss Karen, what would you say? So as a brand new consultant who has hit the ground running and seen so much success, what would your advice be if someone was just starting out and or let's frame it this way. What are you telling your new consultants, right? How are they going to book their next beauty break, or how are they going to offer this opportunity to someone else?
I heard it in one of the other meetings about saying that you've been challenged, that I've been challenged to book 5 beauty breaks. Will you help me out? So I talked to both my consultants today and said, those are some of the things that you can do. And then talking to them about the value of booking the beauty breaks. And maybe it is just a one-on-one type of situation. And then I am setting up at a craft show. And because I have my blended teas that I do, and I think that this clean makeup and skincare goes along with my wellness teas. And so I'm going to incorporate that into the craft show and hopefully do some hand facials for that, and approach people about, let's get together because women go to those with other women. And so this is the perfect time to, let's say, want to put 2 more friends together.
Absolutely. That is so great. And I love that you're kind of taking every opportunity to reach out, right? And meet someone new. And both of you guys offering the solution that we do have, because we have these amazing products and it's so important to make sure that we're sharing them. So I want to thank you both again for joining me. I love hearing different perspectives on, the upgrade and offering this opportunity, and also the beauty breaks, guys, because I want our goal. I'm challenging you guys all. I'm going to be posting in the group to make this official, but I want to reach 100. We're already halfway there, and we have 6 weeks left. As Jill said, 1 a week, that's 6 each, which will surpass 100. So awesome job, ladies. Thank you again. I do have a couple of housekeeping things really quickly. We know we talked about the beauty breaks, guys, but your next customers, your next hostesses, your next consultants, they're all going to be at your next beauty break. So we want to focus on booking those beauty breaks. We know that party training and tools and resources are included in the app. So I saw a while up, hey, can you please send some more or give some more information on virtual parties and how to do it? We actually have some amazing planners for Facebook virtual parties, for Zoom virtual parties, and FaceTime facials. We put one together for. So make sure you're checking the resource library, because we have all of those party planners for inspiration for you, filled with how your flow could go, words you can say. But remember, you don't need those. You are sharing your products with your friends and their guests, right? The only words that you need are, will you book a beauty break with me? And I love what Karen said about, hey, I've been challenged to book 5. Will you help me out? So I wanted to make sure I got that in. There are plenty of resources when it comes to prepping for your party. And then also I got to get a word in about the Mother's Day selling. So we have some awesome social images and videos in the Share app as of today. So check out those in the app. And then we know we have the Bronze Challenge open to all career title consultants. So if your career title is consultant today, then you're eligible. You achieve bronze by May 31st, and then you earn a clean color set. The clean color set is it's static. So that means it's already decided for you, but there's some of my favorites. I think it's bare lipstick, coffee shop eyeshadow, which neutrals you can wear literally every single day, bouquet blush, and a bronzer quad. Awesome value that you're getting just for promoting to bronze, which is 3 TLC customers. So you get those along with the bronze rewards, which I think is the treatment duo and a kit bag. So some awesome rewards for you for reaching bronze if your career title is consultant. And then we have our spring treatment sale that continues through the 30th, 15% off that day and night treatment duo. And last but not least, registering for Empower. Okay, so early bird rate is still available. Guys, it is going to be absolutely awesome this year. I mean, it's awesome every year, but some exciting things that I'm hoping we'll be able to tell you more about soon. It's going to be a great one. So take advantage of the early bird rate. The early bird registration is $49. available through April 30th. Regular registration is $59, but new consultants can register for $39. So ask for that upgrade and get them registered for Empower for $39. That was a mouthful, but I think I got it. So thank you again, Cathy and Karen. This will be available for replay tomorrow on our YouTube channel. And thank you all for joining.